Yo, what's good everybody? It's Rishi TCG here and we're back with another video, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you really need to know to top. If you want to get better at this game, this is like pretty much the go-to resource. This is going to show you the formula that I use to get from being a shit player to a good player. As you can see, I have one top 16 and 1,000 plus tournaments, 4 top 64s and 1,000 plus tournaments, 2 nationals invites. So I kind of know what I'm talking about, and this guide's going to teach you everything you need to know to go from a beginner to know how to top a tournament without having any like special like gifts or any like innate ability to be good at cards. Like, this is just how you grind it out and do it. So please play a meta deck. Meta deck's conversion rates are a meta deck is a conversion rate in a deck that like is high enough to where like a good chunk of the people playing that deck in the tournament, like a good chunk of that top 32 is gonna be that deck. That means they have a high conversion rate. That means the chance that you play a deck and you convert into those top 32 players is the highest when you play these meta decks. You can't play anything below these meta decks, because if you do that, you're literally gonna have like no chance of topping. Because the people that top with like whatever, like I don't know, Bello Betty or some shit, like they won't they'll top that one event, but they'll like never top again because it's like an anomaly, right? Like they randomly topped and they saw the perfect bracket for Bello Betty, like it just happened to happen. So that's kind of like bullshit. I wouldn't listen to that. Instead, look at like websites like this. Like, for example, let's look at like you look at like websites like Limitless, and like, for example, if I click this Treasure Cup and I scroll down and I look at statistics, and then I see, oh shit, like Doflamingo made 25% of top 32. He has a really high conversion rate. So does like Shanks has a pretty good conversion rate too. So does Luffy. Okay, even Lucci has like a good conversion rate. So these are the decks. Like then you go down to like, okay, Blackbeard. Even Blackbeard has an okay conversion rate, but like once we start going over here, it's like, don't play these decks. Like, why are we playing these decks when we can play these decks? Like, look at the conversion rates on these decks, just crazy. And you can look at the and you can see most successful colors, like black being the most successful. Why don't you pick up a black deck? This is just obvious stuff. Statistics that are out there, they'll tell you. And then not only that, you can go here and you click on deck list. Like, you can click on like this guy. Like, look, you can see all the deck lists. You can see what people were playing, what converted, in what order they convert, like who got the highest placements. You know, this is the information that you need to be looking at. Okay, which gets me to my second point, which is stop watching shit content. Stop watching YouTubers that don't know how to play the game, that haven't topped the game, and instead direct your attention to more good content. If you're watching a creator that hasn't topped in One Piece, why are you even watching? I mean, like, if you're watching for entertainment, like, yeah, sure, do that. But if you're watching to get better, why are you watching that? Realizing that most good information in this game is going to be paywall. I mean, other than my channel, I mean, I know that some channels will give out a couple freebies, but most really good information is going to be paywall. And I'm not saying that you have to pay every time, because, you know, I have a Lucci guy that's free and I think that's good enough. But if you want to get better, there is a little bit of monetary investment that comes with like these paywalled information, because people do gatekeep strategies and techniques that you might not know, and you probably don't know because you don't have a professional testing group to test with. You don't have all this shit. So like, might as well just pay someone else to like understand what the fuck's going on. Like, don't try to reinvent the wheel. So finding full guides is worth it, and you need to find a full guide for the tier 1 deck you're playing. Patreon/Metafy is not really worth it in my opinion. I think there's really too much money. It's a lot of like $25 for some people's Patreons for just some articles. In my opinion, the only really good Patreon/Metafy that was worth it for me was Clyde TCG, just because he had it's Jackson Wong. He has like the best guides, and they are not like bullshit, and it's only $15 a month, so it's like relatively cheap compared to the other ones, and you get a bunch of articles. But you know, even if you want to even get it even cheaper, let's look at a source that, you know, not a lot of people are using, and that's, if I go here, to note.com. Okay, so note.com is this Japanese website that has articles on One Piece card game by Japanese players, and this is all in Japanese. Well, like, the website's gonna be in Japanese, but if you go down here and you click the icon, you'll be able to sign in with your Google. And then if I go here, like, we can look, like, I purchased all these articles, you know, read over time, that could have inspired videos, whatever. Like, all this was, like, all of these articles are each like $2 to $3. So if you just want to find, like for example, if you just want to like learn about like teach or some shit, like, you can just go find like one of these articles. And if I go scroll down all the way here, let's see, scroll down all the way here, I get to tags, and I can see, okay, One Piece card game tag. And then boom, these are all like the current articles. Let's say I want to learn about Buggy, even though you should probably not learn about Buggy if you're following the first part of the guide. Like, I can only have to, like, this could either be a free guide, like this is a free guide, and it's, you know, it might be a little poorly translated, but it's free. And look, it has all this stuff, like all this free information. Or you can like choose to buy, like, okay, this guy has a course, maybe you want to like learn fundamental. I don't recommend these, but more of like deck specific, like, yeah, like this teach one. This is 500 yen. It's like $3, and you just want to learn teach. And look, and we can go down here. Let's look at the I don't know if he puts like, but like we can see that this article is really fucking long. It tells you everything. It even has pictures. It tells you curve, like, it tells you literally fucking everything you need to know about Blackbeard for fucking $3. You don't have to pay no bullshit ass Patreon fee. It's right here. And you can support some Japanese writer, and it's cool. Anyway, that's another tip I'm gonna give you, and all these links and resources are gonna be in the link description below, so don't worry about it. I got you. Fuck, I lost train of thought, but let's go back to the article. Okay. So that was a secret tactic to get information for lower was note.com. Alright, okay, so I'm just gonna keep this in the top. Play a meta deck, please, just cause. But now you're gonna want to read the full guide completely. If you don't like reading it, use Speechify. I mean, I'm not sponsored by Speechify, but I use that app, and it lets me like put whatever information in there, like a book or like a paragraph or article, and it'll read out to me, and I can listen to it on the go, like in the gym or wherever the fuck I may be at. Like, it helps, or even before a tournament. So like, to help you, so it sticks better. And if you really care, you can take notes so the information sticks even better to your brain. I did this too when I was first starting. The guide's gonna give you like a really good understanding of who the deck is, rather than just like a win con you might find in my win cons video. And then it's also gonna tell you a breakdown of what each card is really meant to do from an expert. So these are really important techniques. And then it's also gonna tell you those gate kept techniques that are paywalled for winning certain matchups that might have been figured out by someone that has been playing the deck for way longer than you. So it's like an extra boost. Okay, so now that you like read the guide, are you gonna magically top now? No, you're not. You're gonna need to implement active learning now. So follow these steps for practice. I want you to open a spreadsheet or your notepad or whatever the fuck you have, and track the number of games you play for the first 50 games. Track the matchups. Track the win and losses. When you play your games, I want you to have open the full guide you're reading, the YouTube channel, the YouTube video, any graphics that will help you remember how to play the game, and the matchup guide, so that every single game you play from now on, you're playing the deck how it's supposed to by the guide. And the more you play it, the more the movements are going to become liquid, and you're not going to have to use the guide. Please only play sim ranked, as you're gonna play harder players as you progress, and it's better. Or play at locals. But yeah, these are the steps. This is the steps. So first, you can find a meta deck. Pick a meta deck that you like, and play the meta deck. Stop watching poor content. Find a full guide that teaches you from a player that has top with the deck's ins and outs. I already recommended you some resources. You can find your own. Okay, and now that you have the full guide completely, read it a lot, and spend some time, take some notes, figure out what the fuck the deck's doing. Now, after you do that, keep the guide open when you play games online or locally on your phone or whatever, so you're always playing to the best plays. You have your information open. And now, you're pretty much a top player. You know how to play the deck to the top player according to their article, and boom. And now you're going to discover new things yourself, and this is like these stepping stones. If you just follow these 4 fucking steps, I'm telling you, or whatever the fucking number of steps, you will top. You will top, it will come. You will get better at the game. I can almost guarantee you that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed and found some valuable information here. Peace.